First, this is the first one. Okay, it's not part of the group. Okay, it's not on its own. Now we can also, I want us to just tilt this a bit. Okay, let's using the, make sure you are always on the, you are on the control keys with your edges, with your shapes showing at the edge. I mean with your control showing at the edge. Okay, then you can also, if this one is not showing for you, you can click on the show transform controls or this sign, and then this will show for you. So you can just, if you want to zoom it a bit or you want to enlarge it, you can just use this side to do that. If you want to rotate, make sure your control keys are changed to this arrow so you can rotate it nicely the way you want it. Okay, I want us to apply some effect on this, so we can also, so after, just position it well. Okay, then click on filter here, then let's go to Gaussian blur, and then select the one you want. So I think we can increase it to like 12.5. This one is fine for me. I want us to also apply, so let's go to the same place and apply a motion blur to it. Okay, so you click on motion blur, click on the motion blur, then let's apply some motion to this. So this is fine for me. Okay, I click on okay. Now I want to increase the size a bit, so let me increase the size a bit. This is fine for me. And let's duplicate this layer here. So click on this, right click, then duplicate. Okay, then okay, let's move it to somewhere this part. Okay, here is fine for me. All right, so we have this what I've done so far. Okay, I want us to be, so let's come to this layer here. Now let us draw a shadow, okay, below this. So let's click on this side, click on the create new layer, and then let's be on the brush to use the brush tool here with the same dimension. Okay, I used earlier on, it will not change, should be the same thing. Hardness should be 0, then the size here, then let's just click on it once. So we have this. Let's be on the move tool, so click on the move tool here. Now let's move this layer below the, yeah, so you can move this layer here below this beggar nicely. Yes, then let's use the arrow keys on the keyboard to move it backwards a bit. Okay, so you can see there's movement going on the screen. You can also use the controls to also do some controlling adjustment there. Okay, so just something like this is fine for me. Okay, I believe we can do this. Now we can also go straight now to also do the, so I want us to apply some effects here. Okay, so let's make sure we are on the very first layer again, and then click on this particular side. All right, this layer. Okay, now let's be on the brush tool, click on brush tool, and then let's change the color here to this color. Select this color here. Okay, now let's apply the effect. Let's brush over these particular edges. So do something like this. You can see my screen, right? Just apply the brush, something like this is fine for me. Okay, you can always undo if you want to undo something. So I think I want to undo this part because it's too much here. So control and then Z. Okay, now let me go over again to what I want to do. So I'll just have to be on my brush tool, and then I will select this particular side. I want to do it nicely. I don't want to rush in doing this. So this side is too much. You just be light. Okay, so you can just be clicking on it one so that you know overdo it. Okay, so this is fine for me. All right, so this is fine for me. Now I want us to again click on the same place, so create new layer, and let's change the, so double click on this color here. Let's change it to, so let's click on the same color here, but this, let's select something below this side. okay, some dark color. Okay, now let's dash over again. So we have this, so you can see what I'm doing. You see the effects on it. Okay, so be clicking the top edges. Okay, we want to create some effect. Okay, so after doing this, now I want us to, so we are on this layer. Let's change this side from normal to multiply. Okay, this is what we have so far. Okay, this is what you have. Now let's come back to the move to. Okay, so now what I want us to do again is to draw. I want us to draw a shape here. Okay, so before that, let's reduce the first layer opacity to, so click on this side and reduce. Let's it be like around 80 is fine. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We are on the, so let's come to the rectangle tool and then let's draw a rectangle. Okay, so before that, let's draw, make sure there's no stroke here. Your stroke is cancelled, you don't want a stroke. Okay, now let's draw this nicely. Let's be on this rectangle tool, then let's draw the shape nicely. We want to draw two shapes nicely. Okay, so this is fine for me. This is the first one. This is the first one. Okay, now let's change the color to color yellow. It should be bright. Okay, it should be bright yellow. So let's change the color to something like this, and then I want us to also duplicate this particular layer. So let's duplicate this. We want it to be two, so duplicate this. Now come to the move tool, then move it downwards. Okay, let's move this one downwards a bit. This is fine for me. Okay, now I want us to go back to our main beggar, this one. So click on it and then let's zoom it out a bit. It should be large enough. Okay, then let's use the edges to do that movement, and then let's use the arrow key on the keyboard to do this adjustment. I'm using the arrow keys to do this, so this is fine for me nicely. Now let's move our shapes upwards a bit. So I'll move this one, it should go up a bit for me. Okay, then let's also move this one up. Okay, yes, so we have this so far. I want us to change this color to color red, something like red. So you can double click on the thumbnail here, inside here, then select the red. Oh yes, it should also be bright enough. Okay, it should be bright enough. Oh sorry, let's select color red. Yes, this is okay, this is fine for me. I want us to come to the pen tool here. So let's come to the pen tool here. Let's come to the pen tool here. So we are on this layer, we are on this particular one. So I want us to draw let's click here, then we click here, inside here, then click down, then let's join these two together. Okay, so this is what we have. We can go back to this and see the effect. So you can see this is what you have done so far. Now I want us to merge the two. So the one that we draw just now plus control and hold, and then click on this one. Let's right click the two select, then click on convert to smart object. So we have merged the two to be one shape. Let's come back and click on the yellow one also. Let's go to the pen tool. Let's click here, click inside, click here, and then let's join the two together. Click on this side to join. Okay, we can also select this one. Let's select So we can select this one. This is the shape that we drawn plus the first one, the bigger rectangle. Then let's right click, then create clipping marks. So sorry, let me undo this. Control and then Z. So I just want to convert to smart objects rather. So I want to get this effect. So you can see what I've done. So this one is for the top part, and then this one, the shape one, is for the down part. Okay. Make sure you do it well. Alright, so after doing this, I want us to get some if sorry, let me undo this. Now let's come back to the move tool here. Okay. I want us to draw a shape. So let's draw this nicely here. Let's draw a circle shape. Okay, so right click on this and select this one. Let's see. Okay, so we are on the no, let's delete this one. We don't need this. If you don't have this, don't worry. I've done a mistake, so let me delete this one out. Okay, so let's be on this. Let me see. Yes, let's do on this yellow one. Then you right click on this. So as we have this, make sure your layer is on the yellow shape here. Okay, then let's draw this. Let's draw something like a circle. Okay, this is the color we have. Now let's be on the control on the move to and then tilt or transform it a bit to something like this. Okay. Alright, so um I want us to let's mask this shape inside the yellow shape. So we can right click and then go to create clipping marks. So now it's inside, right? But I want us to erase some part. I don't want everything here. So let's come to click on this side, click on marks. Okay, click on marks, then come and select your brush tool here. Okay, then let's try and erase some parts. So you can see, click on the brush tool to do this for me. This, so we have this so far. Now we have this. We can reduce the opacity uh to like 70 or 77. Okay, this is what we have done so far. I want us to do the same thing on this shape too, but we can just duplicate this effect and then apply it on this. So let's right click as you're on this effect. Let's right click and then duplicate. Right click and then duplicate layer. So click on OK. Now we want the effect to be on this one. On this one. Okay. And this shape is the shape one. See, is the shape one. You can see that is the shape one. So let's move this effect here, the copy up to this side. Okay, up to this side. Now let's let's move it down a bit. So we are moving, let's be on the move to sorry. Let's move this one, the effect down. We want the effect to be on the red shape. So move it down a bit. So you can see that I'm using my arrow keys to do that. So this is what I have so far. Just move it down a bit so that you see what you are doing. Okay. Alright, so this is fine for me now. So let's also right click and click on create clipping mask, right, to also enter the red shape. Right, so here let's double click on this thumbnail here. Okay, and change the color to somewhere like red here. Okay, not this color but to somewhere like deep red. You can do the adjustments here to see the effects inside. You can see some effect going on there. Okay, so you can adjust and then you see if you want something like white too, you can do that here. You can even select the yellow color here and do the adjustment to a lighter place. You see there's some changes going on there. Okay, so let's go with this one is fine for me. Somewhere like white is fine for me. So I click on OK. Alright, so with this one, let us go straight and enter our test. Okay, so we can enter our test. Now I want us to come to the test tool. Okay, then type our test. You can type it anywhere and then move it back on the screen. So let's come here and then let's type. Let's use. So I'll be using. Let me use this particular one. Let me use impact. Okay, I'll use impact. Let me type best. Sorry, let me type. I want to type best value. Let me use best price first. Okay, so I'll just adjust. So you can do the type, then you adjust it. Okay, the way you want it to be. Let me change the color because I want it to be something like deep red. Okay, so I'll move this onto this one for me here nicely. I'll click on OK. So you can see what I've done so far, right? Now let me be on this side and then adjust it a bit. Okay, adjust it a bit. I want this one. Okay, this one is fine for me. I'll click on OK. So you can adjust and see how it looks like. Okay, if you want any adjustment, you can use the edges to do that. So you can just adjust the size of the font. Okay, all right. Let me just duplicate this. So Control and then J and then drag it downwards on this one. By this time, I'll change the color to color white because white will go very well with color red. So white, and then I just have to click on OK and then change the best price and then best value. So change this one to what? Value. Select and change to value. I'm sure you can do this. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Now I want us to also we can also add some in here. Let's come back and then let's add the name of the beggar here. Okay, so I'll also go to the typing again the text tool and then type beggar. Okay, so the color is white, so let's change it to this deep color here. You can select this color here. No, this deep color here, something like deep red. Okay. Oh, so sorry. Let's finish typing. We can just change the color to the deep red, and then we can do that typing. So we can just adjust the size. Okay, the way you want it to be nicely. Okay, or you can also change the font to. Let me use half a font I'll be using. So you can also get a nice font that you want to use. I'll select all and then change the font to. Let me use Broadway. I'll use Broadway for this. I want this font. So I'll use this one for this and then make sure everything is on point here for me. Okay. So after doing this, I'll just have to also type another text as a delicious. Delicious. By this time I'll be using 13 font. So I'll select all this. Let me select all this and then change the font to 13. So if you have the font, you can get the font online or you can also try and use a nice font that you have there. But I'll do a video to show you how to install fonts on your machine. Okay. So this is what I'll be using delicious burger. Alright, so we have this so far. Okay. I want us to also add some text at this side. Okay, so let's go back to the text tool, click on the text tool, then let's type first one. Let's type I'll be typing this, but the font I want to use is Baxo. Baxo. Okay, if you don't have it, you just have to get another font which is nice to do this work. Okay, so I'll be typing this. Let me reduce the size a bit and then change the color to color white. I'll click on OK. This. So let me duplicate this. Control and J to duplicate this. Let me move it to this side. Sorry. Let me move the duplicate to this side and then also try and alright, so you can see I'm doing some changes to this. Okay, so I have this so far. So you can use your arrow key to do the movement on the string. Okay, you can also duplicate it. Let me do this again and then duplicate this particular one. Let me move this particular one also to somewhere here on my screen. Somewhere here on my screen. So you can do all this, right? Now let's change this one to free delivery. Okay. So these are things you can do. It's very simple. Sorry, I'm moving this one. Let me undo this. I don't want to move anything. I want to move this one up rather. Yes. This one should be up for me. Okay. I want us to come back to this one. Let's so this particular shape that we've drawn here. Okay. Alright, so this was let's go to the pen tool and then let's click here. Let's click here. Let's click here. Let's click here. Then let's join this one. Before that, I'm coming. Let me undo this one. Undo this. Let me undo this. We can do it anywhere. So we can even let's be on the first layer. Okay. Be on the first layer here. And then let's restart. So you click on this side. Click on the edge here. Let's click here. Let's click the here. Let's click here. Let's join the two. Let's join it to the side. Now double click inside and change the color to color black. We want to get something like a shape effect, so color black. Okay. Click on OK. Now I want us to so let's be on this two and then let's click on so let's apply some effect. So click on the max tool here, click on the max tool here, then let's click on the G on the keyboard, click on G on the keyboard, and then click here, then click and drag to this side. So you can see the effect we have there. Make sure you have checked this particular side. Okay. We can go back and do it. We can go back. So make sure you check this side. So let's go back. Let's undo this. Undo gradient. Now make sure your color here is black. Okay. Black color. You click on OK. Before you do that, make sure you have checked this particular side. Check here. Select this one. Then you let's view on this one. Okay. Be on the max tool here, click on this one first, then you click inside here, then you click and drag a bit to somewhere like this. It's fine. So you can see there's some shift down there. Okay, I think before we have changed something here, so let's go back to this and then click on so we can click on create clipping marks. Yes, so that it will the shape will enter. Now let us also go straight. Sorry for the time. Let us do something else. Okay, I want us to so far we are almost done. Okay, but the last one that we have to do is that I want us to go to the last shape that we drawn, this one. Okay. Before that, let's be on this same shape, this shape here. Now let's do some effect. Let's click on filter and then let's go to Gaussian blur. Click on yes. Let's apply some small effects there nicely. So this is fine for me. Okay. I want us to come to this side. Let's be on this one. Let's go to the filter here. And also let's select this one. Let's select noise. Add noise. Then click on yes. Convert to smart object. Now let's add a little bit noise to the background. You will see the effect. So don't add too much noise. Okay. So let's use 23. Click on OK. Alright. I want us to also be on the first layer here. Okay. And then let's come to this side. Be on the first layer. Let's come to then let's sorry before that let's click on this one. So be on the first layer, click on the add layer and then let's come to this side and then click on color balance. Okay. Now let's try and do some adjustment to the colors we have here. Okay. Let's do some adjustment to the color. So be watching the screen to see how you want it to be. Okay. If you are okay, that's it. So just have to adjust this will just let your work bright a bit. It will be more catchy and nice. So when you do this, yes, if you are done, then you just have to click on OK. So now this is what we have so far. You can edit. You can click on Control Plus to see what you have done. Everything is on point. Okay. So this is how to design this simple flyer on Photoshop. Thanks for watching. You can check my next video for more.